Matt Riddle's release is going to heavily change a storyline for Drew McIntyre, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also check out what's going on with LA Knight, how Jey Uso is stirring the pot with Dominik Mysterio, and much more. Let's start things off with the impact and effects of Matt Riddle's WWE release. On Friday, Matt Riddle conveyed his departure from WWE, expressing profound gratitude to the fans for their unwavering support and affection throughout his tenure. Riddle, a profound professional mixed martial artist renowned for his exploits in UFC, embarked on his journey into the world of professional wrestling in 2014. After honoring his craft on independent wrestling circuits for a span of 4 years, Riddle inked a contract with WWE, commencing his NXT debut in October 2018. His initial forays into WWE programming transpired in late 2019, before he joined the Smackdown roster in May 2020. Subsequently, Riddle's trajectory led him to Raw in October of the same year. During his tenure with WWE's ranks, Riddle attained significant accolades, capturing the United States Championship once and the Raw Tag Team Championship twice, courtesy of his partnership with Randy Orton in this formidable RK Bro alliance. A notable chapter in Riddle's WWE tenure unfolded at the outset of 2023, when he was temporarily written off of television following a second suspension due to a failed drug test. The televised narrative attributed his absence to injuries sustained during his altercation with Solo Sikoa. After completing a 6-week rehabilitation program, Riddle staged his return in April, culminating his final WWE television appearance on the September 4th edition of Raw. Riddle's departure coincides with the recent wave of WWE superstars released on Thursday, a consequence of the promotion's merger with UFC into TKO Group Holdings. This list of departures includes notable names like Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin, Elias, Mustafa Ali, and several others. Matt Riddle's exit from the company will also affect Drew McIntyre. Prior to his release, Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre were actually being heavily featured on Raw and had a big story going. Matt Riddle enjoyed teaming with Drew McIntyre and was in the process of trying to get Drew to see the light and give their tag team some more time to develop. The story appeared to be that Drew McIntyre was becoming a bit hot-headed and short-tempered, and how it seemed like it was only a matter of time before Drew McIntyre would betray Matt Riddle, putting an end to Riddle's tag team dreams and starting up Drew's first heel run in several years. It seemed like we were well on our way of seeing some version of that scenario going down. But following an alleged situation between Riddle and a Port Authority officer at New York's JFK Airport, Riddle would disappear from WWE television until this new information about his release from the company was made public. So Drew McIntyre is back to being on his own over on Raw. It did seem like they were teasing a heel turn there with Drew McIntyre during his time with Riddle. So now that the story has been so suddenly dropped, it'll be interesting to see if they still go that direction or if they go in another direction. Even before Drew McIntyre returned at Money in the Bank, a lot of fans had been hoping for a heel turn from Drew because it would help open the door for some potential great feuds, such as Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. So we'll have to see how Drew McIntyre's story and direction is altered following Matt Riddle's sudden release from WWE. Like we've been seeing over the last few weeks, Rhea Ripley and the Judgment Day have been becoming extremely interested in recruiting new potential members to the group, and they've been seriously trying to go after the Usos in recent weeks on WWE television. We recently discussed the possibility and the idea that the fans were spreading of Dominik Mysterio maybe getting a bit jealous of Rhea Ripley subtly having interest of bringing in new members. And that appears to be the ongoing joke and idea right now amongst the fans, and even the superstars themselves. A fan uploaded an edited picture of Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley being all snuggled up with one another, and it went viral amongst the wrestling community. It went so viral that even Jey Uso and Rhea Ripley both reacted to the photo. Rhea posted the skull emoji in response to the edit and quoted the picture on her Twitter page. Jey Uso took it even a step further, posting the image to his Instagram story and just tagging Dominik Mysterio. So everyone is running with the joke and having fun with it, but it will be interesting if they do decide to explore a scenario like this, where Dominik Mysterio does let his jealousy get the best of him within the storyline. Now let's get back into some topics surrounding the bloodline. Roman Reigns is still missing in action, with his only advertised upcoming appearance being October 27th. With Roman Reigns rumored to return sometime in October, and with him also being expected to compete at Crown Jewel, everyone has been trying to figure out and guess who will feud with Roman next. And judging by the recent weeks of Smackdown, there's currently 3 individuals that are gunning for the bloodline right now. These 3 individuals being John Cena, AJ Styles, and LA Knight. John Cena is no stranger to Roman Reigns and the bloodline's ways of operation. Cena had a personal feud with Roman back in 2018 that included some massive digs at each other that still get talked about in current day. One of Cena's most memorable lines from that feud was how he told Roman that he had to keep coming back and returning to WWE, since Roman was doing a horrible job of being the new face of the company at the time. And then fast forward 3 years later, and John Cena versus Roman Reigns was once again happening all throughout the summer of 2021, and ended with Roman successfully defending his title against Cena. And now, 2 more years after that, John Cena is still finding himself in the middle of some hot water with Jey Uso, and now Solo Sikoa, who wasn't around the last time Cena had issues with the bloodline. John Cena is being advertised to compete at Crown Jewel, so technically it's a possibility to see another John Cena versus Roman Reigns matchup on the card. But it just seems very unlikely that WWE will go back to that matchup in current day. John Cena is one of the greatest of all time, but he just doesn't really pose as a threat to Roman's title reign at this time and stage right now. And with AJ Styles, that's once again someone that Roman does have a lot of history with. AJ Styles and Roman Reigns had several classic encounters with each other back in 2016. Just some very hard-hitting matches that everyone remembers. But like we've been talking about, AJ Styles has never really crossed paths at all with the Tribal Chief version of Roman Reigns, and the last few weeks has been setting up that possibility pretty perfectly. Jey Uso rudely disrespects Mia Yim, AJ Styles is heated and wants some retribution. The OC members advise him to stay away from bloodline matters, but he doesn't listen and still gets involved. But now, even AJ Styles' status as Roman's potential next opponent is up in the air, after appearing to be written off following Jimmy and Solo's attack. And lastly, we've got LA Knight. Last time LA Knight was seen, he topped off his promo by saying that he wasn't scared to go after Roman Reigns. LA Knight's words instantly caught the attention of Solo Sikoa, who wanted to address that issue right away, but Heyman advised against it. And now, if it wasn't for that positive test earlier in the night that required LA Knight to be pulled from the show, reports claim that LA Knight was supposed to rescue John Cena from the bloodline. And if that truly was the plan, that's huge news, because it means that LA Knight would be officially joining the bloodline storyline. Sure, the bloodline isn't at their peak anymore, but still getting involved with them is major news because it does open up the door of possibility to face Roman Reigns. If LA Knight comes out and fights off Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa, that's definitely going to catch the attention of Roman Reigns. At that point, LA Knight would have not only called Roman out on the mic, but now he's putting his hands on bloodline members. That definitely seems like someone that could find themselves across the ring from Roman Reigns real soon. So we'll have to see which one of those 3 superstars could challenge Roman Reigns next. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.